So my name is Patty. I live in Sydney, New South Wales. So I met Josh 2 years ago, back in 2020. And at that time, I was working in the corporate sector. I've been in the corporate sector for over 10 years. My career was getting a bit stagnant, and I find that in general, I was, very low in energy, a little bit lacking direction and motivation at the time. And that's when I saw Josh and I joined his webinars. That's how I got to know him. And then he became my one-on-one coach. In terms of, the career transition, as part of that, I needed to do more study. And doing courses. So I found the memory webinars that were very useful in helping me, understand, taking in new information and retain that. And I find that, the way Josh taught that, I could easily relate to and easily apply to my studies. The second one was around the health webinar. I found that, just by a couple of the things that, he covers so much during the webinar, but if just by picking up a few things and making it into your daily routine, I found my energy level has changed significantly. And now I have 3 young children as well, and going through a new career, and I've got enough energy to do it all, really. So, and the third thing, this is through our one-on-one coaching. So give you an example. So recently I've had an issue with one of my co-workers, and in talking to Josh, he was able to help me identify his shadow values and give me some tools and strategies in my dealings with this particular person, which will make the workplace a lot easier. And I'm trialing that now as we speak, and so far I'm seeing some really good results. So just going now to my new career, and this job at the moment requires a lot of talking to people, and it's more of a sales role. And I was saying to Josh, this is not my background, and I find it quite difficult to adjust. And he gave me some tools again to sort of, the stepping into your power and thinking about all the, sort of bringing those feelings before you do a certain task, and, jumping around, getting excited, all those sort of tools. It works, I guess, when I'm sort of talking to a new client or trying to bring them new business. So I find those all little things helpful. It's quite helpful. Definitely, I think there's a lot of information out there, and I think going to Josh's webinars, he really breaks it down and he makes it really simple for you to understand, even though there's a lot of information. He explained it in very simple terms. So there is, you'll be able to take it in and to practice that in your daily routine. And I also find him just, he's very flexible in his coaching sessions. We don't have to stick to a particular course or a particular path. If I have an issue that I'm experiencing, in the last couple of weeks, I can, during our sessions, I said, Josh, instead of doing this, I've got a problem. This is what happened. And, I find that he's always been able to coach me and give me some strategies to deal with whatever issues that I have. So I find that very useful. And just being able for him to, teach the theory, and, even in his webinars, it's great that he always he always tells us little stories. So it kind of puts these little theories in practice, or just in real life sort of scenarios, so you can see how it's applied. I find that really useful. I just think what he's doing is wonderful, and I just wish more people would jump on board and learn what I've learned so far. And it's a continuous learning experience. I think I'm always going over back, on our notes, and I think his webinars are a great refresher as well.